Oh, hi. I didn't see you there.
Hey boy, why don't you come? Hey boy, know you've got me on the run. Hey boy, why don't you come? Hey boy, know you've got me on the run. Everything you talk about, my blood comes around it. Everything you dream about, my dreams stretch around it. Every time you turn around, my eyes get the surface. Every time we're in a crowd, you're the shape I know. Love isn't really on my mind. I just wanna spend some time with you. Babe, if you have the time to waste, I just want a little taste from you. Hey boy, why don't you come? Hey boy, know you've got me on the run. Hey boy, why don't you come? Hey boy, know you've got me on the run. Everything you talk about, my blood pumps around it. Everything you dream about, my dreams stretch around it. Every time you turn around, my eyes get the surface. Every time we're in a crowd, you're the shape I notice. You're the shape I notice. Hey boy, try to play it cool, but I'm breaking all my rules. Show my face gives it away. How heat builds through the day. Hotter, so hot. I don't mind taking this off. Turn the lights so you can watch.
All right, well, this is where it all started. It used to be called the Tile House. I worked here during the days, and then the band would start rehearsing here at night. Randy was cool enough to let us in. First we started in the actual warehouse, and then there was a back room, which is now a finished showroom.
And Randy's a total patron of the arts and just
Yeah, he used to pop in sometimes because he'd be working late, doing some polishing of the granite and stuff. And I guess the good thing, about this was it's zoned as an industrial zone, so the noise wasn't an issue, and he had loud machines in the back going all the time, so we were able to kind of get our sound, and not have to worry about turning down or, pissing off the neighbors or whatever. So yeah, the funny, so we've been practicing here for I don't know, a couple months. Randy's like, hey, I really don't mind, you guys are doing your thing. He's like, but can you ask the guys to stop pissing on the building, because this was like a door that the customers would come in sometimes, so we had to curb the peeing on the building part.
A little history. First time I saw the blind spots was in the attic of my house at Tipperary Hill. They were called Dirty Boot, and it was awesome. I think it was a Halloween party, and they were like dressed up as Alice in Wonderland, and like pretty sure someone was a bunny. I forget who was the rabbit.
I knew the Blind Spots before they were officially a band. I got to watch the magic happen, and it all started with a special time called the Danby Days, and I have some pictures. Here's Maddy on the piano. And Suave, I'll never forget when she told me that she had finally found a talented guitarist that she wanted to collaborate with. She was just over the moon excited. And Mexican Night. And then Chris with his famous upright bass and Dave Openshaw. And Mardi Gras to close.
Maddy whistled when she was 18 months old. It's just one of those things. She always had that music in her from the time she was a baby. And I think that she's followed her path.
I remember a preschool teacher saying to us when she was really young, she can whistle a tune already, you know. We joked that she could whistle before she could talk.
One day, I'm at the chapter house, and it was about 10 years ago. I was at the chapter house, and I was there for Boy the Fish, and all of a sudden, the opening band hits the stage, and really from like note one, I was in. I was just like, these guys rock. I'm 100% behind them, and I remember, I rarely do this, but I actually went up to Maddy, you know, at the end of her set, and I gave her my business card, and I was like, hey, anything I can do to help, you know, let me know. You guys rock. I think you have a bright future.
Congratulations, 10 years, Bandiversary, and also thanks for being a great band. More powerful bands doing the artistic thing, the better life is.
I don't know, we really just met hanging out on a piano bench, playing songs and singing and just getting to know each other, and I was so taken by how connected and sincere and genuine she was, and how much energy she had to try to bring change into the world for the better. As soon as I met Maddy, I knew that she was one of those women in Ithaca that was going to bring about change. Not only in Ithaca, but in the world, and her music really touches me. The whole band.
It was early 2014, and Maddy and Suave had reached out to me through a mutual friend of ours, Eliza Van Court, and she knew that I'd done a bunch of music videos and stuff, so I met up with them at the Ithaca Coffee Company on State Street, and we hung out, had some beers, and they said, hey, we have this new song from our record that's going to be coming out later this year. We'd love for you to do a video. So they hand me a CD of this, song called New Persona. I bring it home. I was living with my parents at the time, and I popped it into the CD player. And, you're always nervous when you get, like, a new band to do stuff with because you want to have their, you want to like their music. And so I put the song on the CD player, and me and my mom just kind of look at each other, and we're like, yeah, this is going to be good. I can work with this.
Here we are at one of our very first rehearsal spaces at our friend Jeff Turbeck's house. He was our drummer for, what are the years?
4 years?
See, something like that, yeah.
Do you remember what
years
year it
ago
was
in
that
a
you
galaxy far, far away?
Yes.
One of my favorite memories is you guys will come in. I'd be, when you sit back behind the drums, you can't help but hit them. I mean, that's what they're there for. So it's sort of a regular thing. Walk in, I hit the snare, and all I hear is, Jeffrey! You remember doing that?
I guess,
because I'd hit the snare, you jump.
Jeffrey! We actually, for a while, so this plexiglass
so that's how I was punished. They put me in a plastic box.
We put him in this plexiglass box over here. It was like, had to sort of be on his own. He's just, hard hitter, heavy hitter.
And I thought to myself, well, let me practice, and then I'll try out for a band. And I thought, well, that'll never happen. Like you always say, you're going to do things, and then, so I said, well, let me try out for a band. Then if I get the gig, then I'll practice. So anyway, so these guys, I think you had me back 2 or 3 times. Got the gig, then I had to run out and buy stuff. I remember having my drums in the back, and I had them set up in the back of my Element. And Swab comes out and he goes, you got cases and stuff for these drums?
We're going to be throwing them in a trailer.
Everyone in that band was super dedicated to that purpose. And it was really educational for me to feel what that was like. First of all, it really felt like a family. I remember that being a little, not overwhelming, but it was affecting. Everyone, it was very all for one, one for all.
I think any band, if you're gonna try and do the thing, it helps to be, familial about it. Because you are living together, you are up in each other's business 24/7. So, with that, you get all the things that happen with family too. You get weird little bickering because it's the way this guy breathes drives me nuts. Like whatever it is, whatever minutia. But in the long run, none of that matters, and and everybody loves everybody. 2, 1.
What is that?
I don't know how much you like lasagna.
Walk down today, feeling this way. Saunter, don't go stray.
Familial is a great way of describing it.
So I got the gig, and it was such a nice thing. Maddy and Suave had me at their house for dinner, and it was really nice, and we hit it off right away, and we all kind of were finding our way at that time. I hadn't played drums for 25 years, so you guys really dusted me off.
And now
came in sailing.
Yeah.
It was great.
We were finding our way.
So here we are at our third rehearsal space.
We spent about close to 5 years playing in here.
This is Mike Parker's garage. Still lots of the decorations up from multiple theme shows. We started touring when Parker joined the band, and he was pretty much like the force that got us touring. I mean, he was
catalyst.
Yeah, he made sure. He's like, no, we need a van.
Gotta get a van, gotta get a trailer, and
quit your jobs.
So we did.
Yeah.
We were pretty psyched when he was ready to take the job with us, and he really, because he had so much experience touring.
Yeah, recent experience too. He was just sort of coming off of the road, and I hadn't done a lot of that in so long. He has ton of experience as a producer and working in a music studio, so that opened up a whole nother world for Blind Spots.
Hitting the road is kind of the best and only way to keep that train a rolling. There's no playing shows every day when you live at home. There's no you really, if you want to play that much, if you really want to be out and doing it, that's kind of the only way to do it, is to hit the road.
There are certain acts that really get it and understand the way the music industry works, and this is one of them. For a band to understand that there isn't just trees of money growing, that we're taking risk on every show we do, and at the club level, we don't make our living there at all. We're servicing agents there and developing talent there to get to the next level. So the ones that get that are the ones that can take that next step, that step out of Ithaca, that find success elsewhere, and that's what the Blind Spots have started to become.
The Blind Spots are one of the hardest working bands that I have ever met. They have a real dedicated work ethic and a really good attitude towards what is, arguably one of the most frustrating careers that one can possibly imagine.
I think they took this thing that they love, the creativity and expression that being a musician brings along with it, and decided that it was going to be their livelihood. And so they put their mind into making it into a business.
In the evenings, they'd sit around the dining room table with all their laptops and their phones, and and I just would walk away because there was strategy going on, and what are we going to do next, and how are we doing this? So I have a lot of respect for that hard work they put into it.
Being in this, it isn't like you punch in and punch out. It's your actual life, So it's been amazing. We've been all over. We've met great people. It's been a lot of work, but it's work that we enjoy doing, I don't look at it as, oh, I gotta go to work, this is my job. Like, some days might feel that way, but not, most of the time it's, it's just what we do. It's what I do. I would be doing it in front of 200 people or 2 people. It's just how That's what I do. So
There are things that make it really rough for people to get through a day. But at the heart of our job, all that stuff that we have to do that surrounds it is something that we love more than anything else.
So I haven't been in the band all that long, about 6 months. So it's been a wild ride so far, and it really doesn't feel like work. For me, the point at which it really feels the least like work is when we're actually playing. To me, that's just a really cool conversation that I get to have with these guys. So, lugging gear around and driving everywhere, it's a small price to pay, I found, because as soon as we hit, to me, it couldn't be the furthest thing from work. So, I like it.
There's work involved, but it's a weird blend of, after a tour, I love coming home, seeing friends, family, my own bed, all those things. But that wears off really quickly, and I just want to get back out there and do it again. But then it's like, okay, it's time to go again. And it's also it's a really hard thing to describe what it's really like, how amazing it is, how quickly everything's changing around you every day. When I come home and people ask how a tour was or what it was like, that's a tough question to answer.
I just love music. It's like my favorite thing. 10 years is a while, but before that, I was just a listener and a fan, and it's like one of the greatest feelings in the world for me to connect with a song or a performance, and to that feeling that I'm sure most everybody can relate to, where it's you're in this moment and this thing speaks to you and you can relate to it and it feels like it's your own. And to having that feeling as a listener is, again, to me, one of the best feelings.
I like to see older people in the audience mouthing the words to their songs.
I said, hey boy, an empty bank account will turn you to a junkyard dog.
I get a kick out of that, and younger people too. Around here, there's a lot of people that know their work.
That's the thing that I love most about it is the thought that I'm helping or facilitating someone else having that feeling, or something that I'm contributing to is making someone feel as good as I know it can make me feel.
It's dry, stifling in here.
it's a really amazing feeling to be like responsible for like people's booties shaking. You know, like that's the ultimate compliment.
Fist
yeah.
pumping or
Fist pumping,
whatever.
you know, butt shaking.
Butt shaking.
Yeah.
Booties and butts.
Booties and butts. We don't even discriminate in this band. Whatever you got, you shake it, and we'll take it. We'll make it. You shake it. We'll take it.
Wow, new T-shirt.
I'm out.
Where's your mic?